Everybody's been focused on Mario and the recent Nintendo Direct, the upcoming Nintendo Direct, and of course, new Switch leaks and rumors, but there were like 5 awesome games announced for Switch that didn't get buzz, that didn't get traction. It was basically like a mini Twitter Direct, and I'm really pumped about it. So, good morning, Mario, and good morning, Switch fans. Let me know your thoughts. Lexar Playcard thinks it's the best memory card in Switch, and it's correct. This is the fastest, safest, best memory card you can get for your Switch, up to 1 terabyte in size. It's going to hold so much. Every time you click the link in the description down below, it helps support the channel and what I do here, so I'd super appreciate it. Even just a click, a clock, clickety-clack. I did it blue for the Detroit Lions, my favorite team. I'm going to a bunch of their games, and so, you know what? We decided to match up. Now, Mario matches up with October 20th, but there's another October game that I'm super excited for, and I've actually reported on before. October 6th, 2023, we'll see Borderlands 3 Ultimate Edition hitting Nintendo Switch. Now, this game is a few years old, but Borderlands 3 is sick. I think Borderlands 3 is the pinnacle of the series. I loved that game so much when it came out, and back then they were saying there's no way it'll come to Switch. It's like an Xbox game, a PlayStation, a PC game. Now on October 6th, we're getting Borderlands 3 Ultimate Edition with all the DLC, digital and physical release, and it is going to be hopefully running pretty. I've heard/known about this one for a long time, so finally, I think it's a good time to come out because this holiday season is a little bit lighter for Switch, and some of these third-party games like Borderlands 3, like Mortal Kombat, and like Hogwarts Legacy, provided it's good and the ports are okay, are going to be nice additions to the calendar. It's $60. That's much for me. I would wish it was a lower price, but given that it's the Ultimate Edition, given that they did a ton of DLC, this is a very big package, and you can take it on the go. I think that's sick. Obviously, now you can play it on Steam Deck or your ROG Ally, but on the Switch specifically, this is a big win, and 2K has done their part to bring BioShock, Borderlands, XCOM, a bunch of their big games and franchises, and that bodes well for next gen when the system is even more powerful. Let me know in the comments if you're going to pick up Borderlands 3. If you've never played Borderlands, dude, this is a fantastic shooter and will instantly become like the best shooter on Switch, right up there with Doom Eternal. Now we're blowing your mind a bit because this announcement comes out of nowhere, left field, maybe even behind left field. Rugrats Adventures in Gameland is a new Rugrats game releasing in 2024 on Switch, inspired by classic NES games. You can even switch the graphics between 8-bit and brand new HD hand-drawn art. It looks really cool. I thought this was like, oh my gosh, is this based on the Rugrats, an old game? And then I was like, no, the Rugrats aren't that old. Like, I'm old. I was a Rugrats kid. I watched a lot of the episodes. My younger brother was a huge Reptar fan. One of his indoor soccer teams was named the Reptars. But this is pretty cool. I don't know if anyone out there has interest in this. It's going to be a co-op game, and it looks really fun. I mean, Nickelodeon using their brand, we'll see. I mean, the SpongeBob game was pretty darn cool. TMNT is back in a big way with Mutant Mayhem, the latest Seth Rogen movie that's phenomenal. And maybe Adventures in Gameland, given its nostalgic nod to NES titles, will actually be really fun. No release date as of yet, but I'm guessing this is going to be early 2024 with the announcement here in August, September. Devolver Digital has let me down this year. A lot of their games got delayed to 2024, but Gunbrella is out on the mystical day, September 13th. We've talked about that day a lot. September 13th is the launch date of the Teal Mask, the first DLC for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. It's a Wednesday. Gunbrella is now launching on a Wednesday. I don't get it. What's so special about this Wednesday? Oh yeah. It's going to be the day of the Nintendo Direct. Now, Gunbrella has been in the works for a while, and of all the Switch games coming out, this one is at least hitting this year from Devolver. They've got Plucky Squire. Oh, love the look of that. They've got Pepper Grinder. Love the look of that. Gunbrella is a interesting pixel noir punk platformer with a gunbrella, and it's got a lot of high early praise. I hopefully will be playing it soon, and I think it's got a good look. I think it's got a good vibe, and Devolver brings some of the coolest Switch indies. But why September 13th? Why this Wednesday? It's going to be a direct day, and this will be like a shadow drop. Although it's weird that they kind of announced it now, but it's not really a shadow drop then. It's just like, hey, it's out there alongside Pokemon DLC. But maybe they want to get some buzz because they know they're going to be featured in the direct. And even if it's not a shadow drop, then like, hey, they get that push from the Direct to really bolster their early sales. Regardless, I'm getting this one. Looks great. Let me know what you think. Forward in time, back in time, forward in time, and back again for the Beyond Good and Evil 20th Anniversary Edition. This leaked over on the ESRB, and it's coming to Nintendo Switch at some point. This is a Ubisoft classic, all right? It was on the GameCube, and it was actually a fantastically received third-party title on Nintendo GameCube that people really loved. It was also on Xbox, but GameCube is like where I knew it from, and so it's very cool that it's eventually going to be coming to Nintendo Switch. Now, it's the 20th anniversary of the game. That will be November of this year, so this is something that probably gets announced very soon and probably comes out maybe even later this year. It could be something like, hey, we're making this and it's out. It could get announced at a Direct and then released a few months later. I don't know if the gameplay will hold up. I don't know that the camera-focused gameplay will hold up. I don't even know how to describe this if you've never played Beyond Good and Evil. It's sort of like a Zelda-y puzzle game, but with cameras as opposed to combat. It's good. It's got an interesting story. Beyond Good and Evil 2 was supposed to be in the works. It seems like that could have converted into Star Wars Outlaws, that new game Ubisoft showed off. Anyways, no release date yet, but this is going to get announced soon. If the ESRB already has a rating for it, it's going to get announced and it's going to be out. And hopefully, if they doll it up nicely, maybe it'll be another fun, nostalgic add to the best library in gaming. The Switch literally has like all the old stuff, all the new stuff, all the Nintendo stuff, even some Xbox and PlayStation stuff. Fantastic library, out of this world. Beyond Good and Evil, also out of this world. 20th anniversary, I Feel Old, coming out soon. Our last game is Little Goody 2 Shoes. Perfect for the upcoming holiday season, even though it's September. Everywhere seems like it's already Halloween. The stores, people's houses, Instagram, t-shirts, all that stuff. Little Goody 2 Shoes is from the Square Enix Collective, bringing a very interesting horror hand-drawn game inspired by PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 classics to Nintendo Switch. It's also coming to PS5, Xbox Series consoles, multi-platform. Maybe the graphics and the performance aren't needed by next-gen consoles, but hey, at least we're getting something the same time. No date announced as of yet, but I bet this is an October release. It's very spooky themed, very Halloween themed, and it's about the secrets that lie in the woods as you play Little Goody 2 Shoes in this horror adventure. The gameplay looks pretty neat, and the art style definitely has me interested. 5 games, and they weren't featured in the Mario Wonder Direct, and they weren't at Gamescom. Nobody was talking about these, but a little mini like Twitter explosion for Nintendo Switch at the end of the week, and all of these games I think have appeal, especially Borderlands 3 finally on Switch after all these years, but that's a great package. And then Gunbrella, man, that'll be the indie of the month, I think. Devolver, like, they haven't dropped something killer on Switch in a while. This could be the return to form. Let me know what you think, and if you're going to pick up any of these titles, if they look interesting to you, in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. Love you lots. Until next time, everybody, stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy, stay positive out there. Can't believe it's already September. SwitchForce out.